Okay, so guys, we just got back from the shop and there's a few things I want to talk about. So I kind of feel like the main important things are, you know, obviously the nutritious stuff and then obviously the substitutes for the bad stuff. So for me personally, I don't actually like the more healthier stuff that much. So I had to find substitutes or stuff that I can have that wouldn't put on loads of calories. Because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game basically. The aim is to eat less calories than your daily allowance and that will help you lose weight. So with my diet, which is your takeaways and sweets and all that bad stuff, I had to find stuff which would be, you know, like satisfying, but then also like add up to a small amount of calories. Well, less than, you know, 2,500 or 3,000. Yeah, that's the aim. Okay, so let me get you started about what I've done this week and what I'm going to continue to stick to, at least for the beginning, until I start getting used to the more healthier foods and actually start eating like you're told to eat. Because no matter what people say, they can say eat this, eat that, it's healthy. For me, I could eat healthy for a few days and I would be straight back in McDonald's in 4 days later because I just miss the taste of something meaty or satisfying, something like that. So what I've got are good substitutes and also nutritious. Not everything's nutritious. I understand some stuff does have really high like sugar intake, but they are low on calories or they do have some nutritional value. So that's why I've got them. First thing. So I've got some salad here and I've got chicken. Basically, as long as you like cook the chicken properly and don't go stupid like frying it in grease and only like lightly season it, then you're good to go with the chicken and it is really good for you. Protein's good for your muscles. And with the salad, well, I don't really think you have to explain why salad is good for you. Literally never touch salad on its own. And I'm not going with any of the dressing because the dressing is high in calories. But there is a way around that. All-purpose seasoning. You can find it in any world food aisle in any like supermarket. And I looked it up just so I could fact check this. Basically, a little sprinkle of this only ends up to being like, what, 20 calories. That's a really, really, really small amount just to make food taste nice and to make it bearable. So that's why I've gone with this and it's a winner. I had my first salad and really enjoyed it and I can't wait to eat this later. I would even eat another one on its own as a good snack. Breakfast is a funny one because I know a lot of people that straight up just skip breakfast or they go somewhere bad. Like for me, if I had to drive anywhere longer than 45 minutes in the morning, I'd make sure I do early enough to allow enough time to go to McDonald's. But that's not good. So I have found, this is what I like for breakfast. So like I said, I would straight up either avoid breakfast or, you know, go cafe or go McDonald's. But with these, the oats are really good slow release energy food. And per packet of these, you get 2 bars in a packet. It's only 192 calories and plenty of energy. Like they'll easily last me up till lunch. So that's really, really good. And yeah, these are my new favourite thing. I would happily just sit there and eat this whole box if they weren't like £2.50, but they're really worth it and they've really helped me out this week. I've literally had this in the morning and nothing else till lunch and that's been perfect. Okay, so snacking is such a big problem for so many people out there, myself included. No, I would happily go through a whole pack of biscuits, I'm not going to lie, a whole pack of biscuits just because I was bored. And I think boredom is such a big problem when like overeating. So when it comes to snacking, I've got a couple of things which still allow you to snack, but their calorie intake is not so high, so it's acceptable and you can get away with it. And that's what I want. Cracker breads. Cracker breads are so good when it comes to snacking. So one little cracker bread is 20 calories, and they're decent size, probably that big maybe. And I tend to have 4 of them at a time, so 80 calories. And it does depend on what you put on top, you can't forget that, because that is important. But there's no way that it can come to more than 200 calories, which is really good, and it fills you up, and you haven't done yourself that much disjustice. See, I see from the box here, advertises good ways to have it, so obviously that's quite healthy. I'm not sure about the Philadelphia. Well, they're doing Philadelphia Light now, so... Oh, I don't really have Philadelphia, that's why I'm talking like I don't know it. It's been been out for ages. But I tend to just have it with butter, and it's not bad at all. Used to do this quite a lot, I don't know if you can see it, but chocolate spread, stuff like that. But now, like yesterday for example, I just had cracker bread as a little snack, and it got me going from when I got into work until dinner, and it was perfect. So a good excuse like that, being 20 calories per little cracker, perfect for people who've got such a bad habit of snacking. But same sort of situation, I'll stop writing these now. Same sort of situation when you like getting from work or something, or you just need something to tie you over till dinner. There's a couple crisps out there now which have really, I don't know, it's been a bit of a game changer for me. So Pom Bears, Wotsits, Quavers, French fries and Skips. They're the main ones that I tend to go for now because, so per packet, 78 calories. And I've dropped on the floor. Per packet, 71 calories. And we won't drop it on the floor. But either way, they're really good. A perfect light, and as I said, the nutritional value isn't there, like don't get me wrong, I do know that. But keeping that calorie count down, these are the perfect sort of thing for me. Because it keeps me happy. It's not going to allow me to seek out snacks when I'm having a bad day, let's say. And hopefully it will help me to lose weight by doing stuff like this. Well, just to begin with, until I start getting onto eating, you know, carrot sticks. Now, it's so hard to be disciplined, and I know that because this is not the first time I tried it. This is just the first time that I'm fully sticking to what I'm saying. And you do get times where you relapse. It might be momentarily, but you know what they say, moment on the lips, lifetime on the hip. So I've got some substitutes now which are low in calories and they will keep you satisfied. You'll get your little fix and you haven't ruined your diet. As far as sweets go, this was a really hard one for me to try and do. So there are obviously stuff like Kit Kats which are low in calories and stuff like that, but Muller Corners. I love Muller Corners, and reading here it says per 100 grams it is 138 calories. Now there's 130 grams in here, so I don't know, let's say it's about, I'm not going to do the maths, that's a bit too long, but, sorry I had to, it's about 160 calories maybe, I'm not sure, but either way, having one of these just to tie you over when you eat some sweets, it's really good for you. Plus, being yogurt, there's calcium in it, so, you know, look for benefits where you can. It's no secret, but there are so many sugar-free drinks out there, especially in England right now. Like, everything's been sugar taxed, all the normal drinks have reduced sugar, so they're getting better to have. They're not great, don't get me wrong, but they're getting better. But there are stuff like, it's the only one I already had, but 7 out of 3.
So many zeros.
Quite a bit better for you than having a full fat can. Stuff like Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Honestly, couldn't tell you the difference between the two, but both are good. Either way, avoid the full fat, stay with Coke Zero, and jobs are good. And last but not least is my personal way of getting fruit down me when I'm not actually the biggest fan of fruit whatsoever. Now, it's not that I don't like fruit, because all these sweets I'm talking about are fruit flavoured, so I like fruit. But I just don't enjoy eating a piece of fruit like other people do, and that's a big problem for me, and it always has been. So I found a way to get fruit down me without having to eat a piece of fruit. Drink it instead. Now, there's a couple ways to do it. I see it as being like the rich person option or the more affordable option. I actually do prefer the more affordable option for this, and simply just buy a blender. No, these, like, you don't have to get like £100 NutriBullet. I got mine for 20 quid from Margos and it works a treat. I got, just because this is the first thing I picked up, watermelon balls and apple juice. Now, I realised after I bought it I did buy the wrong apple juice. I was meant to buy the sugar-free one because this is quite high in sugar. But it still does get fruit into you. There is nutritional value. Even when you buy the orange juice like this, it is like high in vitamin C. So you are getting nutritional value from most things like this. But just blending up the fruit, putting it with juice and drinking it is still a really good way of getting your 5 a day. So I really recommend that, because that's what I have to do to be able to get enough fruit in me. Okay, so that was the affordable option, and that is the option I go for. But for any of you that actually care, the more expensive option is to buy a juicer. So it's a machine where you have like a main blending unit, side of a cup, side of the waste disposal, and you put fruit and veg into one side, it basically compresses all the juice out of it, puts the waste to like one bit of the machine, and puts the juice in another, and there you go, you have juiced whatever you want. Anyway guys, thank you for watching the video. That is my little guide, and effectively this is the first step of me, you know, taking on my challenge. Now next week there will be more, you know, exercise based videos, but I mean, you can exercise all you want. If you're not eating properly, you're not going to get anywhere. I had to find out the hard way when I was doing exercise for, I don't know, every day up until now, and I've even got a physical job, and I was gradually putting on weight because what I was eating was horrendous. So by tackling eating and addressing that issue first, I think we're taking a step in the right direction, to be honest. But anyway guys, if you made it this far, make sure to like the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time when we try to shift this weight.